So I first heard about CCT from one of my work colleagues. Usually I work kind of traveling around a lot, happened to be in the local Atlanta office. And this is someone I actually had never met before, never met again. We were just talking, and during business school I've been involved with a lot of kind of the social enterprise work. And so we were talking about that. He said, there's this organization that I've been volunteering with called CCT Atlanta. You should check them out. I was really excited when I heard about that. Just because after kind of several years having started my professional career, I've really been looking for an opportunity to give back to the community and connect and work with local nonprofits. Of course, I applied, started my first project with the Dresden Elementary School Foundation. We did a strategic plan with them. I had a really great team lead that we worked with. And towards the end of that project, I received a call from some of the board members who invited me to come in and be part of the board to help develop CCT as an organization itself. So that's kind of how I heard about it, how I got started. So as a volunteer with the Dresden Elementary School Foundation, or DESIF, we did kind of just a classic strategic plan. So we started with interviews, understanding what their challenges were, what was important to them, looking through past documentation around their current strategic plan, visits to the school, so that they were an organization that worked with an elementary school kind of as a key partner to them to help develop it and how to have better resources for that elementary school. We kind of had a good understanding of where they were, what they wanted to do, and like a lot of nonprofits, they had a lot of things they needed to work on, but figuring out where to start and how to prioritize was a big challenge. We hosted a couple kind of design thinking oriented workshops with them where we basically kind of figured out what their top priorities were and help them build out their plan for the coming kind of 12 to 24 months. Then as a board member, I started in a role that we call project management, and that was focused really on helping projects be successful, not as a member of the team, but as a coach from the CCT board in an organization. And since then I've moved into the operations role, and that's really about understanding all of the individual tasks that it takes to launch a successful season, making sure that all of that is happening on time, but then also making sure that we continually do it better, learn from the past, and build a stable model that allows us to continually deliver season after season for our volunteers and for our clients. For me, I think there are a couple of reasons. One of them is just the impact that you can have as a volunteer. That is, I think it's wonderful to go and plant trees and pick up trash and do a lot of the community-oriented activities, and I think that's an important part of kind of the volunteering experience. But as someone that had kind of an MBA and consulting background, or really anyone that has a business or a background that allows them to have a skill set that can be useful to organizations, it's really nice to be able to take that skill and actually bring that to an organization. I think one part of that is just a different kind of volunteer experience, a more impactful volunteer experience, using the thing that's the most valuable way that you can use your time. And then the other piece of that is just more connection to your community. So working through CCT, I've learned about way more nonprofits than I ever knew existed here in Atlanta, and being able to kind of have that connection to local community is also a big part of why I recommend volunteering.